How y'all doing? So, I know I haven't really been dropping videos lately. I actually made 2 of them. I just literally just been editing them on the phone and just living life, being busy and stuff. So I haven't had a chance to really actually drop them yet. I swear I keep on telling you guys to do better, but I really am going to try to do better. So yeah, but we got to start making some more videos and then just upload them progressively. So let's talk about several things I want to talk about. This is going to be a few videos that I want to drop. I'm going to make this video. This first one right here is going to be, what you should know before choosing or I guess you say, is trucking for you? And if you've never been a truck driver and considering it, is trucking for you? And what are some things you should consider and look at before choosing a company? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Is trucking for you? People see this job and they see like the potential to make a large amount of money, which is very true. You can make pretty good money out here. You have to put in your time, pay your dues as a rookie, and keep your nose clean and accident ticket free. But you can actually make pretty good money out here driving trucks. So, what are some things to look into? Well, first and foremost, let's start with you as a person. How are you dealing with isolation? Can you handle being by yourself? Can you handle, really days on end without significant human interaction? If you can do that, then you'd be set doing this job. Do you have the mental stamina to be out here and do this job for a long period of time? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 weeks out. If you can handle being out here for that long, every single day working 12, 14, 16-hour days, go for it. If you have a home, if you have a relationship and whatnot, married, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, how is y'all's trust in your relationship? Because it's going to get tested out here. How is y'all's communication? Because it's going to be tested. All that kind of stuff. Ask yourself for real gut check kind of questions, and that'll help you really decide. Is this a career worth undertaking for you? Now, after you've gone through and asked yourself these serious questions, then it's time to look at what company do you want to go to. And this is going to fit between this video and another video, the next video I'm going to make, which is going to be more for experienced drivers, and this one's for rookies. So I'm going to stick on the rookie level asking these questions. Okay, let's look at this. There's a lot of stuff to consider when looking into getting your license, getting your CDL. One, are you going to put yourself through a private company or privately, being you pay for your own CDL and then you can go to a company on your own after that? Are you going to do that on your own? Or are you going to go to a company that's company paid CDL training and gives you a job right out the gate? So, there's pros and cons to both. I've made a video on that before, earlier, and it's actually pretty good. I recommend go checking it out. I think it's like 15, 20 minute video, somewhere around there. definitely worth every minute of it. So I'm not going to get into details in depth on which one you should choose. That's simply up to you. And after you watch that video, hopefully it'll help you out. Now that you made a choice that you're going to go to a company and get your CDL through a company, because you're a rookie, you know, you need to understand. Yes, don't just choose just any company out there to get your CDL. But you also need to look. You do need to understand that it's a delicate dance between understanding that you don't really have many options. You're going to kind of be at the bottom of the barrel when you first start. So kind of get your foot in at the door where you can. Versus option B, you know, don't just choose a crappy company. So you need to take a very hard look introspectively at yourself. If you're someone that has felonies on your record and you finally decide, I'm going to be a truck driver and try to get my life cleaned up, understand that there are some companies that offer a Get Your CDL program that just will not hire you. And it is what it is. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm telling you the truth. There are some companies out there that just won't hire you. Let's say, now, prime example, I know someone who had multiple felonies on their record, did some jail and prison time, decided to get their CDL. Said person ended up going through CR England. He's actually doing very well, making very good money. CR England does not pay well. They have a lot of problems with the company as far as just for driver satisfaction. But they will get you your license. Probably not the best training, but like I said, you have felonies on your record, so you don't really have too many options. Now after that, these are some things to consider while you're looking into becoming a truck driver. First of all, what kind of freight are you trying to haul? Are you trying to be a tanker driver, a van driver, a refrigerator driver, or flatbed driver? Like what division are you trying to go into? So after you figure out what division you want to go into, start looking at companies that offer those, that have a CDL program that offer the kind of division that you want to get into. Ask questions. Don't just jump into anyone. Like I said, your options are limited. And this right here isn't just for felons. This is for everyone that's trying to get their license and go to a company. Your options are limited, but don't just jump on anything just because it's there. So ask questions like, ask yourself, know the answers to these questions. What do I require for home time? What's a realistic average that I should expect for a CPM just starting? You know, am I getting a minimum weekly guarantee, or am I getting a weekly minimum guarantee of a gross amount? Or am I getting, some companies say we're going to give you 2,500 miles a week guaranteed. How often do I want to be home? Look into looking at where you live. The companies that you're looking into, ask if they have a strong freight lane that runs through that area, because if you're someone that for whatever reason needs to feel like they need to be home every weekend or every other weekend, going to a company that hires out of your state but doesn't have a strong freight lane in that area, it's going to give you a very hard time. It's going to be rough for you to get home. Versus if a company runs to that area all the time, it's no big deal. Just catch a load, run it through one of their customers, and it just takes you home. That goes both for beginners and advanced drivers, rookies and non-rookies. So, look at the freight lanes. Ask about, CDL training. How long is the process? How long do I have to be with the trainer? Once I finish with the trainer, when I'm on my own, how is management set up? Are they going to help guide me and help me learn ease me into the transition of being more comfortable being on my own, because there's no way you're going to learn everything you need to learn during the training period. Look at the company's record, it's a good company, a reputable company. If you're someone that's going to require a paycheck while you're going through, see if you can find a company that has a paid get your CDL program. All the things that bother you, what I recommend is writing down a list before you start. All the stuff that pops into your mind while saying I want to be a truck driver, all your concerns that you have, get a notepad and piece of paper or a notepad and a pen or whatever, and write them down. How long am I going to get home? What kind of truck am I going to be in? What are some things that I feel like I need out here as a driver? What's something I feel like I'm not going to tolerate? Kind of just go through it. And that goes for rookies and also people who've been doing the job for a little minute. If you do that, what will end up happening is you've done your research. Asking these kind of questions will force you to do your research on what you need to research as far as companies. It'll force you to do research. So when you finally make a decision, you make the most educated, the best decision that you can with the options that you have available to you based off of your life and your circumstances. I don't want to get into in this video, ditch your house, ditch your car, ditch your apartment, go live out on the road, do this. Not everybody's life is set up like that. My life was not set up like that. I couldn't just ditch all that stuff when I first came into the game. So some things, I'm just not going to get into that. Like I said, your life, all the parameters of your life, it affects you in a serious manner of what you need when you're choosing a company, what things you need to consider. You know that better than anybody. So let that be your driving motivator and driving force behind helping you effectively choose a company, and that should help you choose a company. That should help you know what questions you ask while choosing a company. Write down those questions that you have, your comments, your concerns, all of that. And when you're doing it, find companies that offer what you're looking for and run through it. Run through the questions that you have with all of them. Everything. Ask questions about this CDL program. Ask questions about what your pay is going to be out the gate. Ask questions about what training is, how you're getting paid during training. Ask questions about what kind of equipment they're using. Ask questions about the lanes, what states are they primarily running. Ask about home time policy. But like I said, right now you're a rookie, so you really just need to get your foot into the door. So yes, those are nice questions to ask, but it's kind of just like, all right, you're the one here asking for a handout. Take what we can get, take what you can get from us. We're willing to give you. That being said, don't be somebody's doormat, but understand that you're not calling the shots. You are a rookie. So figure out what you're willing to tolerate and what you won't tolerate. That'll help you with company satisfaction later on down the line. And you'll go through and get your license, get your license, go with a trainer, get issued your own truck, and you're going to be solo, and you're going to start your trucking career. Keep your head down, keep your nose clean, don't have accidents, don't have stupid incidents, maintain a perfect record. So you'll end up being able to actually go to a company that'll pay you pretty good money because you kept your record clean and you can show you're a safe, dependable driver. Look into what you need for your life after you've just gotten your license. noticed a lot of people on trucker forums and groups. One guy said the other day, hey, he's like, I've been OTR for 2 months, and then he quit for a little bit. Now he's ready to get back in the game. Anybody know a good company that's going to pay me this much money? I'm thinking local, regional, or home weekly. I want to make this much. And I said, you need to get some time over the road. I said, you did, 2 months, and then you quit. Now you come back out asking for stuff that people with multiple years of experience are getting. I said, first and foremost, go out there, get some consistent experience. Secondly, this is my piece of advice to you guys. Get all your endorsements. Hazmat, tanker, and your double and triple endorsements. Get your TWIC and get your passport. All that kind of stuff is a resume builder. All that kind of stuff builds a powerful, powerful resume where you can damn near go anywhere you want. I'm not saying it's guaranteed you'll get the job you want, but because you have all these credentials, the potential for you can apply for 10 jobs and you'll be able to get 9 out of 10 of those jobs. Or you might hear back from 9 out of 10 of them, versus someone else that doesn't have anything like that. They just drove for a little while but don't have anything of that. They might apply to all 10 of those jobs and only hear back from 3 of them because they didn't realize that 6 or 7 of those jobs in and of itself require you need to have all your endorsements or some of those endorsements, a passport or a TWIC. You're severely limiting yourself by not getting those things. So I'd recommend within your first year of trucking, get those items. Get those. They're free to do. At least in Georgia, it was free. You only had to pay for your hazmat. You had to pay for the hazmat test, and you had to pay for the hazmat background check. But outside of that, the other 2 endorsements, you just go in and take them and get them done for free. I can't speak for other states, but that's what happened for me in Georgia when I did. By the way, I would not tell you to do something that I have not done. I have my doubles, triples, tanker, hazmat, TWIC, and passport. So I would not tell you to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. It'll make you more marketable. So, yeah. This video right here is for the rookies. Trucking 2021. Trucking for me. It's trucking a good field to get into. And, what questions should I ask? Things of that nature. I've made other videos in the past talking about this, but this is one of those topics that you should not shy away from revisiting every so often because it's just as important and pertinent now as it was, several months back when I made the original one. Alright guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and keep the dirty side down, the shiny side up, and I'll see you guys out here on the road.